can see. All right. Hello. Welcome to One Message in a Bottle Tarot. My name is O.N.E, and I am your spiritual advisor. Hello, and welcome back to all my beautiful messengers all around the world in your respective places. I appreciate and love you so very much for every single thing that you do. Number one, being a subscriber, liking my videos, sharing my content, connecting with me in the comments, because I do love to hear from you. All the love you show me through supporting the channel is very much appreciated. If you are new here, you're more than welcome to stay and join the family. I would definitely love to have you here. So make sure you log in and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you do not miss a thing. Also, make sure you are liking this video. All right. That helps to put my beautiful, insanely accurate psychic readings out into the world for people to hear and heal. Also, when you give a thumbs up, it helps to support the channel. All right. You may book a personal reading with me directly, okay? You can send me an email or just book through Patreon. Everything you need to know is in the link, all right? Extended readings for all 12 zodiac signs will always be found in Patreon, okay? I put predictions up every month for all 12 zodiac signs for those that like their horoscopes. For those that are focused on love, go ahead and join the channel membership, okay? Help you get your love life together for 2024. All kinds of icons across your screen to donate, show love, and give. Either way, it's very much appreciated. Thank you for everything that you do. These readings are for God's purpose on this Soul Sunday, all right? But let the receipts and the records show. I tend to know what I'm talking about, all right? All right, let's get into it. I feel like I haven't seen you guys in forever, but I put up a lot of content, so you should be okay. Let's get your messages, all right, for this Soul Sunday. Get your oracle. I hope all of you are well, cared for, loved, and protected during these times, and safe. Okay. Give me oracle messages for my beautiful messengers. Force it. Give me one. Somebody may be holding back from you. Okay. Like they want to talk. They may start and stop messages. Okay. I feel like somebody's going over drafts. They may be writing you a text and wanting to send something, reach out to you. I don't feel like they're getting it right. They keep tossing whatever it is that they're doing because they want it to be perfect. You might trigger someone's inner child or vice versa. We have inner child as your first oracle. It says, I nurtured the child within me through playfulness and self-care. All right. There's that card. All right. Could be having a need to hang around siblings. Your siblings could miss you, or you could just miss being playful. You could just miss when life wasn't so serious. Okay, let's reach out to the tarot and see what is the advice. All right. I also feel like someone's energy or your energy, all right, may touch someone's inner child or the inner child in someone, like the sensitive part, okay, in them here. Okay, we have King of Cups energy. We also have the moon and have it's probably the wind. I'd be looking like, who is that? Okay, baby, I need a husband quick. I can't be worried about the fucking door. Okay, be like, go see who that, go see what that is. All right. So we have King of Cups here. compassionate, understanding, trustworthy, the moon, okay, and ego. So someone could definitely be be acknowledging to you, or vice versa, that ego got in the way of a situation. There's this moon energy here. Again, inner child, secrets, okay. I think I feel like I want another deck. Someone may want to reveal something. I feel like someone wants to talk. All right. But maybe there's something about you, or when it's kind of an energy when you come, everybody, like when you come before your granny and you talking to, you can't lie to, not that you're a granny, but it's kind of that energy. There's something about you that, someone knows. It's just like, I can't really lie to them, or someone may be afraid of facing you. Okay. But it's that innocence, that vulnerability. Okay, I feel a lot of vulnerability, a lot of water here. Definitely could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. All right, let's see this inner child. Clarify this. All right, so we do have King of Swords and we do have Hangman. So there's a change in perspective. Okay, here, King of Swords don't I'm in that a lot. They don't really tend to be very emotional, very analytical. Some could even call them cold, but it's just looking at things from a perspective of black and white. Sometimes my kid says that, like, you're not very emotionally in tuned or or tapped in. I was also having a discussion with her, and I said, this is something that I'm working on, because as I grow up, when we talk about those inner child, okay, emotions, right? My mother, she was a Libra. She wasn't very loving, wasn't very, the type like, oh, give me a hug, or, I'm proud of you. It was very much, okay, well, you need to do this, well, you need to do that, well, you need to, or if I tell my father something, it might be like, oh, that's good, but and he'll give me I just didn't come from a very affectionate family. All right. And so someone may be acknowledging that. All right. Or you may be acknowledging that to someone, that the way their upbringing, okay, something about you, something about your energy, or vice versa, helps them get in touch. I was just speaking on X about tenderness, kindness, playfulness, self-care. All right. And maybe someone just never quite considered. I do feel like someone is changing their perspective, maybe in the way, again, that they were brought up, things that they were taught. Okay. Let's look at this King of Cups energy. All right. This may be a secret, something that they've held in, something that they don't like to discuss, something that they don't talk about. All right. But I do feel like someone is just like, look, especially with this ego card. Okay. It's just like whatever this dealing is, ego has no place. Okay. Someone may be afraid of being vulnerable. All right. But or you may be, okay, afraid of being vulnerable, but there's something here about the need to change perspective, okay? What's this King of Cups energy? Yeah, Two of Swords. There's some consideration here. Chat, what is that? Okay. All right, so we have Three of Pentacles, Five of Swords, Empress card. Yeah, somebody doesn't want to fight anymore, or it's just not cute. Like, who has time? Like, who want to be arguing? Somebody might have felt like, okay, or you may, it's just like when you have a conversation and you're trying to have a conversation and everything, it's always a battle. It's always a fight. It's always the ego. There should be no, you don't want ego or pissing contests. I'm not trying to war against you. I'm not trying to win against, and I that there are different ways to communicate, different ways to express yourself, that a lot of the ways, okay, or you could be experiencing, however it resonates, okay, the way you do things, the way you operate, there is another way, and somebody is seeing that. All right. being combative, being messy. This Five of Swords, again, cutting words. I feel like someone didn't really see, okay, the effect, okay, that their words could have on every aspect of their life, especially when it comes to partnerships. Three of Pentacles, we have this Empress card, could be affecting their work, their interpersonal relationships, or again, you could be seeing this by yourself, all right? Someone may feel, you may have always felt like um, being open or vulnerable, okay, is a weakness, all right? But I feel like this always being so stern, always being so cutting, I'm hearing coarse, all right, just hasn't really served you, okay, or hasn't really served this relationship, um, work, job situations at all, okay, or someone just isn't receiving that. It's almost like someone saying you need to kind of just take a look at yourself, all right, take a look at your inner circle and really seeing, is this getting you where you want to be? And I feel like someone is realizing like it really hasn't, all right. It kind of feels cold. It's like, yeah, you can win the argument, you can win whatever it is, but then after that, you're by yourself, and then it's just like, all right. So someone, if you're a masculine, you may be tapping more into your feminine energy. You may be getting advice from a mother figure, from a feminine figure, okay, and just a different perspective and how to execute, all right, what you're trying to communicate here. Okay. Yeah, Ten of Swords. Something hasn't served you at all. I feel like you or someone else is finally acknowledging, like, yo, I really need to heal because how I'm behaving, how I'm presenting myself in every area of my life, especially when it comes to communication, is really, really hurting me. There's something about the way someone, again, is communicating, voicing their opinions when dealing with others. It does more harm than good, okay? And it's almost like this mirror is being shown, all right? And this Empress energy and this Three of Pentacles, all right? It's like someone is saying, you know, you could be a lot further, you get a lot further if you really acknowledge that this isn't the way to deal with this person, place, or thing. You know, I feel like someone's just finally acknowledging, like, it's time. I really got to address this. I really got to heal. I really have to learn how to truly deal and communicate with people from, I'm hearing an earnest, okay, an earnest place. All right. This could be affecting someone's earnings. All right. What is this moon energy? And maybe someone as a child, they weren't allowed to. Again, I just get the feeling that, you know, someone was brought up where emotions were weakness. I don't even like emotions, right? I don't, you know, someone feels like they really just didn't serve them or serve, okay, like they have no place, or maybe when you were brought up, okay, as a child, all right, someone told you to be really stern, someone told you to be really cold, all right, and now it's just like, I feel like you're having a different perspective because you've met a different kind of person, or vice versa. Okay. What is this moon energy here? I'm also hearing like, why so serious? Yeah, Ten of Pentacles and the Star. There is something here around family, what you were taught, what you were always led to believe, right? And I don't feel like you want this, or this person wants this type of, it's kind of the energy of breaking generational curses. Clarify this inner child. Family secrets, okay? healing, healthy, what you were always taught, what it means to win, what it means to be a wife, what it means to be a husband, what it means to be a father, what it means to be a mother, what it means to be a sibling. And it's like, well, when I was brought up, I was taught that this is how you show up, this is what you're supposed to be, and all this and this and this. But it's very cold. There's no love. There's no affection. There's no, and it's like, oh, this tough love. You got to have tough love. You got to do this and this and this. And someone has seen that it has just done more harm than good. We have Jesus literally on the bottom here. I pray for God's help and guidance with this situation. I feel like you, okay, or again, someone else may finally again be in the place where they realize just how they were brought up. These family secrets and things have just really taken a toll, okay, on their life, how they show up in the world. And they don't, if they have, especially if you have children, all right, you don't want that for your children, whether you have them or you plan on having them in the future. A lot of you may be finally realizing, like, look, um, even though this is how I was brought up, even though this is all that I've known, I do not want that for my family. I could definitely, okay, resonate with that. It takes a lot of courage, okay? Um, Courage, dignity, okay, to break generational curses, to stand up for yourself, to do things different, to not settle, okay, because sometimes, especially when you're around family or friends that don't want to heal, that don't want to address past issues, that just want you to brush everything under the rug. You really can't heal that way. You can't heal by just accepting the normal. You have to be a disruptor. And I feel like a lot of you will be finding that to have better for your legacy, just yourself, your own, okay, mental health, emotional health, physical health, and especially if you have children. It's this thing that I have to do what is necessary to heal these toxic, okay, generational curses, so that I'm hearing, so that my children have a fighting chance, okay, by addressing these secrets. All right. In the past, you may have been more people pleasing, letting things go, bowing down to toxic matriarchs. Now I see you going back, okay, and addressing, okay, those secret wounds, those inner wounds. A lot of this can be done again through prayer. Believe it or not, okay, it works. It works. And I ain't been to church and whatever, but I mean, truly on this Soul Sunday, if you ask God for guidance, He'll definitely show you the way, or He'll give you a word in your heart. And I feel like whatever you didn't feel was necessary before, it's kind of getting mandatory now, knowing that with this King of Swords energy, and this is King of Swords is also intelligence. It's once you receive new information, be willing to change, be willing to adjust, be willing to have a different perspective with this hanged man energy, right? Yeah, tower. Okay, we have tower energy. Yes, breaking down that past with the Six of Cups here. All right, the old way for something new to be born, for you to be healed, for you to lead, okay, your family, lead your I heard your wife. So again, some of you, you could be getting married, you could be joining families, but I'm just hearing that either you or your person realize that to be a productive leader, to be a productive husband, wife, whatever this is, I have to burn down, okay, and I heard torpedo my past, how I was brought up, how I was taught to do things. And I just feel like a lot of it was very, very toxic. Okay. A family that would first cut down each other instead of meeting things with kindness and tenderness. All right. Someone wants to give their future family. They want to be healed, healthy, happy, and whole. But to do that first, I have to address my inner child, things that happened to me growing up. All right. And tear these structures down. This is also, I feel like, the structures and monuments again. And I'm not saying you don't want to see your parents as your heroes, all right? But after so long, you just really have to see shit for what it is, okay? Um, Sometimes it's all an illusion. Sometimes it's all bullshit, right? Sometimes you have to see people for exactly who and where they are and not your own projections, okay? A lot of changing and decimating generational curses so your own children, your future legacy has a fighting chance. A lot of that is going to require standing on business, standing on boundaries, all right? And these toxic, okay, family members or whatever it is, okay, whether it's friends or whatever, they're people know when you're changing. People know when you're growing. People know when you're elevating. People know that when you have separated, or maybe you've gone no contact, and you finally get some measure and peace. Okay, people can feel that. All right. As soon as you get a little measure of peace, as soon as you start putting into practice this healing for yourself, for your family, and doing things different than how you were brought up, that's when the old will come knocking. That's when the old will, that it's, I'm hearing like a parasitic energy will come back again and try and reattach itself. I made a decision in 2024. I'm just like, I'm tired of just breaking my own heart, having people in my face that just don't mean me well. Okay. I can't make excuses anymore. And sometimes we make excuses because they are our family, they are our friends. Heavy on the family, heavy on the parents. Okay. We make excuses. Oh, that's blood. Oh, that's okay. But if that's what blood will do, blood will sit back and watch me hurt or being in pain or try to do this and this and this and not give a damn and how it affects me, then I don't need it. All right. Some of you will be separating, okay, for your own self preservation, right? But it will be hard because when family, okay, or friends or a spouse or whoever this is, somebody may be used to you people pleasing or placating, all right? Or, oh, I know how to draw them back. Let me say something to trigger them. Let me, I get the feeling like there, you just have this energy where everybody's always coming for each other and people are used to you matching energy. But to heal your future legacy, okay, which is what you want. Again, this is about wanting better for yourself, wanting better for your children. Then it's not about matching energy, right? It's not about you being toxic and then me seeing how much more toxic I can get, or you saying something then I'm saying, because at the end of the day, that's not what I want to be about. And I see that even now in my own life, where pain, suffering, being toxic, being mean, being unnecessarily cruel, being a bully, that's all they know, that's all they know how to do. Okay. Sometimes you just have to pray for these people and kind of leave it up to God, but that doesn't mean that they won't keep trying, they won't keep trying to attach, right? But when that happens, you have to go back to your receipts, okay? Six of Cups with this Tower energy, and remember why you are doing what you're doing. Remember why you have the boundaries set up that you want to have. I'm up here fighting for my life, okay? I've been through so much, all right? If I have been through hell and you have watched me go through hell, and these people have watched you go through hell alone, all right? And have been fine to sit, on the sidelines and watch it, sipping their tea like, all right. Then let's keep that same energy. Nothing's going to be different in 2024. I had a phone call, and I've already made up my mind. I'm just like, you don't mean me well, okay? You have no problem with me fighting alone, fighting my battles alone, and again fighting all these whatever. But then stay over there. Don't call me about the weather. Fuck the weather and fuck you. You've been fired, right? That's how it has to be. That's how much you're going to have to stand on business. All right. Here, if you are going to make a change and really heal, okay, here, all right. You may have been waiting for people to change and all that, and sometimes it's people's ego that don't allow them to change. Okay, if you've been waiting on an apology, or someone owes you an apology about some things that are just unspoken, a lot of this is that their ego, okay, won't allow them to apologize, even though they know that they have done wrong. So what they'll do, they'll reach out, they just talk about bullshit. Oh, how is whatever, and it's just like, no, I don't want to talk about whatever. I'm not going to talk about the weather or what I cooked or what I ate. If we can't address this elephant in the room with this moon card energy, then there is really nothing, there's nothing to discuss. All right. So if somebody has an ego where they're standing 10 toes, okay, on being whatever when it comes to you, and leaving things unsaid and undone, especially when they're in the wrong, then you have to have just as much as an ego, okay, for your own peace, sanity, and healing, and keeping your distance. All right. What is this ego here? And it's interesting because I had that revelation, I think probably for the first time in a long time, when I look at a lot of the people that come against me or have come against me, and I had to pray for them. I had to pray for their insights, okay, and knowing that a lot of them are really just wounded children. All right. Yeah, we have this emperor energy. For some of you, it could be a father figure. All right. Queen of Swords energy. And a lot of you are just, again, going to have to stand your ground. Four of Wands, okay? The only way you break generational curses, again, is standing on business and meaning what you say, all right? Somebody with this Five of Wands energy, okay? Six of Pentacles, okay? Someone has always treated you a certain type of way, and maybe when you tried to stand up, and again, a lot of this for some of you, it is your parents or someone that was in a position of power, okay, over you. But a lot of you, this is a parental figure or something like that has just always lorded their power. Maybe you've always folded, and then you found yourself, as you've grown up and maybe even had children or whatever, spouses of your own, you see yourself spewing some of that same poison to your girlfriend or your spouse or your children, and a lot of you don't like it, right? A lot of you don't like it. And so now it's the job, again, with that Tower energy and that Six of Cups, is tearing down those foundations and putting your ego aside to realize that some of you, like everything or most of what I taught, okay, about love, about family, about relationships is wrong. Now, you will have this person, this toxic person that refuses to change, who is in their ego. Again, they will challenge you, but there's nothing to argue about. Okay, there's nothing to argue about once you have made, okay, and again, you have Jesus as your oracle. All right, so there's a bit of truth and guidance, okay, in that. But again, once you have decided that you're not going to have these toxic traits passed down to your children? Are you going to change your legacy for your own? There's nothing for you to do but to stand on that energy with this Queen of Swords and this Four of Wands. And again, you will be challenged. All right, somebody wants to fight with you. Imagine somebody wanting to fight with you about why you're not allowing them to breadcrumb you anymore. They want to fight with you about why you are not satisfied with the bare minimum, right? Because I'm better, because I deserve better, right? And if you can't offer me that, then it's fine, all right? But expect a lot of pushback when you stand up for yourself, when you have confidence, when you really step into your power, step into your self-worth, when you become an emperor and say, I will no longer settle for this treatment, all right? I will no longer settle for this behavior. I will no longer entertain this behavior. And if you don't have it in you to listen or discuss a perspective without fighting, without being combative, all right, then I'm going to have to leave you where you're at. When you're making these changes for your future, for your children, there's nothing really to discuss with people, former toxic energies, okay? Because they honestly don't have the range, because again, these are people that don't want to heal or are fighting healing, all right? I just want to salute to you, okay? I want to celebrate you with this Three of Cups and this Nine of Wands energy, because even though you have been through a lot, again, it takes a lot of courage, okay, to say, I want better, okay, for my family. Nine of Cups with this Three of Wands, all right? It takes a lot of courage to really um do the work, okay? Sometimes not only for yourself, but again for your children, and it's hard, all right? But I had to even look at myself for a lot of things. It's like, I don't want to teach my kid that. I don't want my kid to think that's okay. And even when I catch myself doing toxic patterns or things that I've seen growing up, oh, I apologize for that, or let me explain that, or I'm working on that, all right? Kudos to you, all right, for having the vision to see that healing is the way. And with this Magician card, actually doing the work, okay, to achieve this, to rewrite history, okay, for your family, so your kids, okay, don't have to suffer. Happy family, happy life. All of this love, okay, kindness, affection, caring, truth, tenderness, being there, supporting one another, honesty, loyalty. It is not an illusion. It is available to you. And some of you have always wanted this your whole life. This is here again. There is a new beginning in this, and a lot of you can and will manifest this as long as you hold on to truth. All right, you're going to change the course, okay, of history for this legacy that you are birthing for your children. You are going to heal, okay, your bloodline. That's what it's all about. All right. That is what I have for you. I hope that you receive it, okay? I wish you healing, and I wish you strength, okay, for yourself, for your children, and for those of you that have children, for your marriages, for your relationships, all right, and for your family overall.